You're not actually bored right now. You're watching a video about boredom, which means something in you clicked on this for a reason. Maybe you've been feeling it lately. That flat, hollow, restless feeling where nothing sounds good, but doing nothing feels even worse. Most people call that boredom. But here's what nobody tells you. Boredom isn't the problem. It's a signal. And most of us are so terrified of what it's pointing at that we'll do absolutely anything to avoid sitting with it. So let's talk about what's actually going on. We've been taught to think of boredom as wasted time. Like, it's this useless gap between things that actually matter. So the second it shows up, we fill it. Instagram, YouTube, texts, food, anything. The average American picks up their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. And most of those times, they weren't even thinking about it. The discomfort just appeared, and the hand moved on its own. That's not a phone addiction. That's boredom avoidance. And there's a difference. Because when you're avoiding boredom, you're not just killing time. You're running from something that's trying to get your attention. Here's the uncomfortable part. Boredom tends to show up loudest in people who are living a life that doesn't quite fit them. Not a bad life, not a failed life, just one that was built on autopilot. The job that made sense on paper, the routine you fell into, the version of yourself that got comfortable. And boredom is your mind going, hey, is this it? That question is terrifying, because if the answer is no, then what? You'd have to change something, admit something, want something different. It's much easier to open TikTok. For a lot of people, boredom is also covering up something heavier. Grief they haven't processed, loneliness they don't want to admit, a version of themselves they gave up on somewhere along the way. Boredom is quiet enough that it almost doesn't feel like pain. But that's exactly why it's so sneaky. It just sits there, dull and persistent, until you numb it with something. And then the next day, it comes back. Our culture has a cure for boredom, and it's called being busy. Stay productive, optimize your morning, have a side hustle, fill the calendar. And look, some of that is genuinely good, but a lot of it is just sophisticated boredom avoidance with a better aesthetic. You can be completely packed with activities and still feel that hollow restlessness underneath all of it. Because the busyness isn't addressing the signal, it's just drowning it out. The person who can't sit still for 5 minutes, who always needs a podcast on, or the TV is background noise, or something in their hand. That's not someone who loves stimulation. That's someone who's afraid of what they'll hear when everything goes quiet. So what do you actually do with boredom? Not the Instagram version of this answer. Not start journaling or go for a walk. The real answer is, let it be there. Even for just a few minutes. Don't reach for your phone. Don't put on a show. Just sit with the discomfort and notice what comes up. Because 9 times out of 10, something will come up. A thought you've been avoiding, a feeling you keep pushing away, a quiet, inconvenient truth about your life that you haven't wanted to look at. That's what the boredom was guarding. That's what it's been trying to show you. You don't have to fix it today. You don't have to overhaul your whole life. But at least you'll know what's actually there. And that's more than most people ever let themselves find out. Boredom isn't a problem to solve. It's a question to sit with. And the fact that it makes you so uncomfortable might be the most interesting thing about you. If this hit different, you know what to do. And if you want to know more about yourself, stick around. That's what we do here.